lightheadedness and a soon-to-be mama. Today's workout's going to be using these looped resistance bands, which you can get pretty much anywhere. They come in a set of 4 to 5, and based on the colors, they have different resistances. So my set here, the yellow is the lightest, moving up to the heaviest, which is the black. So as we go through each exercise, I'll let you know which color, which resistance you're shooting for each one. We're going to do that 2-to-1 exercise to rest ratio. We'll do 30 seconds of the exercise, 15 seconds of rest, so a little bit longer than the standard Tabata. And there'll be 5 different exercises, and we'll run through the circuit 5 times total. That'll take us a little under 20 minutes. All of today's exercises are going to be done in standing, so if you prefer to wear tennis shoes, go for it. I was born and raised in a gymnastics gym, so I prefer to be barefoot when I exercise, but you can throw on some tennies if you'd like. Let's get started. Before we start the workout, I want to do a little demo of each of the exercises so that you know what to expect as we go through the circuit. We can move through it more quickly. The first one is going to be what's called a standing clam. I want you to use either your heaviest or your second heaviest band. I'm going to go ahead and use my blue one. And I'll put it around my knees, just above my kneecaps. And then opening those legs about hip width or a little wider, coming down into a miniature squat. In this position, I'm really focused on keeping my hips back behind me so that my knees can stack on top of my ankles. You're maintaining that mini squat position, and then you're taking one knee, moving it out to the side, and bringing it back in. Slow and controlled. You'll feel that outer gluteus medius working. We'll do halfway through, I'll tell you to switch and do the other side. Going in and out like that. So that's the standing clam, that's the first one. Keep that band on for number 2. And grab your lightest band, for me that's yellow, and put that around your ankles. Double trouble with this one, 2 bands. This is called the zigzag lateral walk. So you're down in that mini squat again, and you're stepping forward together, back together. So we're moving sideways, but also zigzagging back and forth. And we'll just alternate going toward the left or to the right, depending on how much space you have on your mat. Forward and back. Always trying to keep those knees pretty wide. Don't let them collapse in on one another. Then you lose that glute activation. So that's another glute medius heavy exercise. The third exercise is a bilateral shoulder external rotation. So take that lightest band again. Put your wrists inside. Back against the wall. Bend those knees slightly. Tuck the tailbone. So now the lower back is touching the wall. We want wrists inside, palms up toward the ceiling, elbows at my sides, and I'm just pulling that band apart and together. Going as wide as my arms will allow without my elbows flying off my body. You want to keep those elbows close to your sides. This is working those muscles of the rotator cuff, surrounding the shoulders. You'll feel it start to burn kind of like in the back of the shoulder here. That's external rotation. Then we've got the wall clocks. Use the band that's the next one up from your lightest. For me, that's green. Again, putting those wrists inside. We're gonna face the wall. Hands against the wall, and I've got some resistance on here. I pulled it apart slightly. And I'm just gonna bend a little bit into a squat so that I can get rid of that extra sway in my lower back by tucking under. And then I'm gonna do a clock motion, reaching to 12 o'clock and coming back. 1 o'clock, coming back. 2 o'clock, back. 3, all the way down to 6 o'clock, and then switching arms. 12, and back. 11, and back. 10, 9. So just visualizing a large clock on the wall as you move those hands back and forth. That's going to work those rotator cuff muscles as well, and also the stabilizers of the scapula or the shoulder blade. That's the wall clock. Lastly, we've got the bench over row. For that one, we'll use our heaviest band. So I'm going to take my left leg forward, right leg back in a lunge. Put that loop under my left toes and keep it in my right hand. So opposite leg, opposite arm. I'm going to rest this hand or forearm on my opposite knee. I'm going to take that band and just pull it. So my goal with this is to feel my right shoulder blade kind of pinching back. Keeping that space between my ear and shoulder nice and long. I don't want to see shrugging up through here. I'm going to keep this far away as I pull that elbow up and down. Again, we're exaggerating that pinching sensation of that shoulder blade moving backwards. Again, halfway through, I'll cue you. We'll switch arms and legs, lifting up and down. And that's the bent over row. That's the last one. All right, get those bands ready and we'll get started. We'll get going on the standing clam in just under 10 seconds here. Make sure those legs are a little wider than hip width. Sitting down into your squat and go for it. Moving one knee in and out. For about 15 seconds, I'll tell you when. Try to keep your weight back and through your heels. Go ahead and switch. So you're not on the balls of your feet. They're flat on the ground, but most of your weight is through the back of your feet. That's really gonna make you feel this in your butt, in your glutes. Done. 15 seconds to transition. So grab your lightest band, put that around your ankles. Remember, we've got the zigzag walk coming up. Mini squat, let's go. Forward together, back together. Forward together, back together. Just like that. A little bit of coordination required with this one. Keeping those knees apart. Again, keeping most of your weight through the back of your feet. More than halfway there. And rest. Take those bands off. We need the lightest one still. This time on our wrists. Lean against the wall, feet forward, little squat, tuck the tailbone, palms up, let's pull. Shoulder external rotation. Keep breathing. Try not to hold your breath. Ten more seconds. I'm feeling that burn behind my shoulders. Working those muscles of the rotator cuff. Infraspinatus. Rest. Grab the next band up from your lightest. That's my green. I'm gonna put my hands back in for some wall clocks. 3 more seconds. Let's get ready. Hands against the wall, a little resistance on there. Tucking that tailbone and reaching. Visualize that clock hitting each of those numbers. On both sides. Rest. Switch to your darkest one. Stepping on it with your left leg, lunging with the right. And pull. Squeezing that shoulder blade back, pinching that shoulder blade toward the other one. Good, and switch. Other foot, other arm. Keeping that shoulder down away from your ear. And rest. Let's prep for that second round. Get that blue band on again, for that moderate band. Get ready for standing clams. Round 2. Legs apart. Squat. Let's go. 15 seconds. I'll tell you when. And switch. ankles. I'm leaning my bum against the wall when I do that so I don't fall over. We're going into our zigzags, mini squat. Here we go. I'm gonna go the other way to start this time. Make sure I even myself out in case we don't do exactly the same number of reps on the right and left every time. Just vary which leg you start with, which direction you start with. Whew, 10 more seconds. And rest. Go ahead and take both of those bands off. Hang on to the lightest one. We'll do that shoulder external rotation. Sitting against the wall, a little bend, a little tuck. Wrists inside, and begin. Pulling those hands apart. Try to keep those elbows close to your sides. And your lower back in contact with the wall. And the next band up for the clocks. Okay, let's start with the opposite hand that we did last time. Make sure we're evening ourselves out. Good. Grab your heaviest band for the bent over row. We'll switch that one as well. I'll start with my right leg forward. Bend over my toes. Left arm, ready to pull. And begin. Pinching that shoulder blade back. Switch, arms and legs, and pinch that shoulder blade back, keeping that shoulder away from the ear. And rest. Okay, shake it out. That was round 2. We've got 3 more to go. I'm gonna grab some water. Good 30-second break here. Get that blue band or moderate band ready. Putting it around those knees. Just under 10 seconds. And we'll start again with the standing clam. Okay. Bend those knees. Clam it out. Switch. Again, keeping your weight through your heels. Good, switch. Throwing on that lightest band around the ankles for the zigzag. Oh, it's a quick 15-second transition. Here we go. Go for it. Forward together, back together. Forward together, back together. Just helps me from getting my feet all tangled up. If I think about it that way. 10 more seconds. Keeping those hips way back behind you. Knees stay apart. Great, pull those bands off. Hang on to the lightest one. We'll do that shoulder external rotation. Leaning against the wall, little squat, tucking the tailbone, and begin. It's a good place to really feel your breathing. Remind yourself, let that oxygen in. And out. 5 seconds. Good, rest. Grab the next stand up for the wall clock. All right, here we go. Grabbing that heavy band for the row into a lunge. And under your foot. And begin. Pinching that shoulder blade back. Keeping that space between your ear and shoulder nice and long. Make sure you have your balance before you start pulling. And rest. Shake it out. Another round down. Grab some water if you need it. We've got a full 30 seconds of rest. Get prepped for that next round. Band on the knees. All right, here we go. Get in that mini squat. Round 4. Standing clams. Other side. Good. Grab that yellow band or that light band, put it on the ankles. For the zigzag laterals, mini squat, and begin. Forward, together, back, together, while you move sideways. Keeping those knees and feet pretty wide the whole time. So there's always resistance on those bands. Rest. Pull that top band off and the bottom. Keep the light band. We'll do shoulder external rotation. Leaning against the wall. Little squat. Tucking the tailbone. Palms up. And pull. Seconds. So you can see I talk less as I get tired. Good. Switcheroo. To the wall clock. All right, here we go. Little squat, tuck, hands against the wall, reaching to those clock numbers. Rest. Grab that heaviest band for the bench over row. And begin. Pulling that elbow back, shoulder back, pinching that shoulder blade back and toward the other shoulder blade. Switch. And rest. We're almost there. 30-second breather. Get ready for our last round. That other band on. Get ready for our last round of the standing clam. It's flown by. Let's make it really burn this time. Get deep into that squat. Here we go. Switch. Switch, good. Light band around the ankles. For the zigzag, coming down into that squat. Forward together, back together. Moving laterally. Keeping those knees and feet wide. Seconds. You can squat a little lower, go for it. Get down there. Rest. Pull those bands off. Now we get to lean against the wall for the shoulder external rotation. Little bend, little tuck, palms up. Here we go. Very tempting to shrug your shoulders on this one. Try to keep them down away from your ears. And breathe. Your range of motion is getting smaller and smaller. And rest. To the wall clock. Bend in his knees, a little tuck, and we're reaching. Switch. Last one. Grabbing that band, heaviest band. Lift it around the foot. Lunging it out. And pull. Rowing that shoulder blade back. Keep keeping the neck long. And switch. All done. Excellent work, team. That was not an easy exercise set. I'm feeling the burn in my shoulders, a little bit in my core, definitely my butt. Thank you for joining me, everyone. And as always, thank you for showing self-love through exercise.